Good morning, guys. So we are ready for lesson 3, and it's section 16, but it's actually step up to second grade. So these are just some things that we're going to kind of review to get us ready for second grade this year. So our solve and share is bringing back something we saw a lot of in the year. What is this called? A hundreds chart, and it's called a hundreds chart because it has numbers 1 to 100. Very good. And we learned this year that each row has 10, and then there's 10 rows because 10 rows of 10 make 100. So we're going to use our hundreds chart to try to add some tricky numbers, some big numbers together. Now we learned a couple different ways to do that this year. If I want to add 32 plus 43, there's a couple ways we can do that, but a hundreds chart can be very, very helpful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the number 32 first. So here's the number 32. Then I'm going to think about 43. Let's think about 43. What do we know about 43? We know how many tens are there? 4 tens, very good, and then 3 ones. Well, we know that when we want to find 10 more of something, remember we go down. Remember, if we're going by tens, 10 more than 32 would be 42. 10 more than 42 would be 52. So if I'm going to add 4 tens, I'm going to go down how many times? 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gets me to 72. Then I need to add 3 ones. So if I'm adding 3 ones, I'm going to go to the right. So I'm going to hop 1, 2, 3. So I landed on the number 75. So I think that the answer to this is 75. Let's see if I'm right. Are you ready? Remember, we can also check our work. In the ones column, I have 2 plus 3. What's 2 plus 3? 5. That's right. And then I have 3 tens plus 4 tens. So what's 3 plus 4? 7 tens. So 7 tens and 5 ones is the number 75. So we got it right. So we can go back and check our work by using the hundreds chart and by adding. That way we can go and make sure that we're right. And then down here, it just wants us to make the problem. So we're going to put 32 plus 43 equals 75. Okay, we're going to watch just a quick little video that's going to help us with this too. All right, so if you look, our robot has changed a little bit because he's grown. It's the second grade robot that you're going to get to see now.
You can add on a hundred chart. Find 54 plus 18. Start at 54. Add the tens from 18. Move down 1 row to show 110. How many rows down is 64 from 54? 64 is 1 row down from 54. How many tens is that?
It's 1 row, it's 1 10.
It is 110. How much more is 64 than 54?
So if I move down 1 row, I just what? I just added a 10. It's the difference of 10.
It is 10 more. Now add the ones. You are already at 64. Now move ahead 8 to show 8 ones. How many spaces ahead is 72? You need to go to the next row to add them all. 72 is 8 spaces ahead. How many ones
I
is
moved
that?
8 spaces. I moved 8 ones.
That is 8 ones. How much more is 72 than 64? 72 is 8 more than 64. How much more is 72 than 54? 72 is 18 more than 54. Now you know how to add using the 100 chart.
All right, now that we saw the little video of it, we're going to practice on some new numbers, okay? So down here, it's already done the first one for us. It says 14 plus 32. So let's say started at 14, then they looked at 32. So how many tens does 32 have? 3. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3. And then how many ones? 2. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, and I landed at 46. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and erase so that we can see our number chart again. The next one says 22 plus 14. So let's find 22. There it is right there. Okay, and the number 14, how many tens do I have? Just 1, so I'm just going to go down 1. How many ones do I have? 4, so I'm going to go to the right 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I landed on 36. Now remember, I can check my work really quick by looking. I've got 2 in the tens column and 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Then I've got a 2 in the ones column and a 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. So 36. Very good. All right, let's look at the next one. Oh, they tried to trick us. All they did was turn the problem around. So we want to know what 11 plus 20 is. So let's start at 11. Let's think about the number 20. How many tens does it have? 2. So I'm going to go down 1, 2. How many ones does it have? 0. So I don't have to move over anymore. I can stop right there at 31. Very good. And I can check myself. I can say, okay, I have 1 10 over here and then 2 tens. 1 plus 2 is 3. Then I have 1 1 and 0 ones. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 1. Good job. All right, let's try another one. Are you ready? We want to try 16 plus 33. So let's find the number 16. There it is. And then the number 33, how many tens? 3. So I'm going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. How many ones? 3. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3 to the right. And what number did I land on? 49. Very good. 49. So we're going to check that. Are you ready? I've got 1 plus 3, which equals 4. And then I've got 6 plus 3, which equals 9. So 49 is correct. Very good. All right. We're going to go ahead and hop to our next page and look, it gave us this really nice big hundreds chart for us to use. Our first problem says 23 plus 44. So we're going to go to 23. In 44, how many tens? 4. So I'm going to go down 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How many ones? 4. So I'm going to go over right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And what did I land at? 67. Very good. 67. A 6 and a 7. I can check that. What's 2 plus 4? 6. What's 3 plus 4? 7. So it should be 67. Good job. All right, I'm going to erase mine real quick so that we can see really well. It tried to trick us again. Look, it wants the answer first, but it's just asking us 17 plus 51. So let's find the number 17. Okay, look at 51. How many tens? 5. Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many ones? 1. So I need to go over 1. And what number did I land at? 68. Very good. 68. You want to check it real quick? Look at our tens. 1 and 5 makes 6. Very good. 7 and 1 makes 8. So we can check our work. All right, let's try another one. I'm starting on the number 28. Very good. So I'm going to go to the number 28. Okay. Then I want to add 21 to it. So how many tens? 2. Very good. So 1, 2. How many ones? 1. That's right. So we're going to hop over 1 and we land at 49. Very good. All right, guys, we are actually going to do something a little bit different today. We are going to leave, I'm going to box it off, numbers 8, 9, 10, and 11 are actually going to be our homework. So we're going to leave those alone right now because you're going to go back and do them by yourself at the end because I want to help you with some of the trickier problems, okay? So these are going to be your homework that you're going to come back and do at the end. Okay, down here, these are some higher level thinking. So it wants us to figure it out. It says 52 plus 20 what equals 75. So look, I know 5 plus 2 equals 7. So 2 plus what equals 5? Let's think about it. I got to get from 2 to 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. So 52 plus 23 would equal 75. All right, over here, it's trying to confuse you again. It says some number that starts with a 1 plus 81 equals 97. So 1 plus 8 equals 9. So what plus 1 equals 7? If I have 1 and I need to get to 7, I could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6. So 16 plus 81 equals 97. All right, on our next one, 38 plus something with a 1 at the end equals 59. So let's think about that. Well, this time I have my ones. I know 1 plus 8 equals 9. So I need to try to figure out what 3 plus what equals 5. So 3, 4, 5. So how many? 2. So if I had 31 plus 21, it would equal 59. So remember, you're going to come back and do these at the end, okay? But we're going to go ahead to the next one. And it says, Jada has 37 buttons. Mary has 58 buttons. How many buttons do they have in all? So we're going to start with that first number, which is 37. Okay, I'm going to add 58 to it because it says in all. That tells me I'm adding. So how many tens is in 58? 5. Very good. So I'm going to go down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I landed at 87. I still have to go over 8 because 8 ones. Now look. 1, 2, 3. I only went over 3, so I need to do what? Go to the next row. Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think I'm going to land at 95. Okay. Now this is a little tricky because it has some carrying where you have to add them together. If I wanted to check that, I could look at my tens and say 5 and 3 is 8. Okay, so that gets me to 80, 8 tens. What's 7 and 8? Think about 7 plus 7, it's a double, which is 14, then add one more. 15, so I have 15 ones, so then I still have to add this together. Okay, what's 0 and 5? 5, very good, and then 8 and 1 is 9. So we had to do some carrying, which you're going to learn more about carrying in 2nd grade, okay? All right, let's look at our next one. It says Matt has 40 buttons. Okay, so I'm going to start at the number 40. Nick has 21 more buttons than Matt. How many buttons does Nick have? So Nick has more, so I'm going to be adding. He has 21 more. So how many tens is in 21? 2, very good. So I'm going to hop down. 1, 2, and I get to 60. But look, I have one more to add. When I add, I always go to the Right, but I'm at the end of my line, so I need to come all the way down to the next line. And I land on 61. Remember, I can check that. Look at my numbers. I have a 4 in the tens column and a 2. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Very good. I have a 0 ones and 1 1. So 0 plus 1 equals 1. So it's got to be 61. Very good. All right, we're going to skip number 15. And we're going to try this, and it's a little bit tricky. It's talking about a scale. And so remember, a scale, we want it to be equal to figure it out. So it's got to be the same. So it's asking, it's got 14 and 28 over here on one side. And I have to figure out which one of these is the same, okay? Well, I can add that by using my numbers chart, right? Let me think about this. 14 and 28. Okay, we have 28 would be right here. We're going to add the numbers so we don't have to flip back. 29 and 30. Okay, so if I start at 28 and I have to add 14, 14 has how many tens? 1 10, so I would be at 38. Then I have to add 4 more, so go over 4. 1, 2, oh, hop over to the next one. 3, 4. So that would be 42. So I need something that equals 42. Well, I can look at some of these and automatically know that some of them can't. Look at this answer. 20 plus 27. 2 and 2 is 4, so that matches, but what's 0 and 7? 7, so I know it can't be that one. Let's look at this next one. 36 and 11. I've got 1 plus 3, which equals 4, so that's right. But then I have 1 plus 6, which equals 7, so that would be 47. It can't be that one. How about over here? I've got 3 plus 1, so that equals 4, but then I have 8 plus 2, which equals 10. So I'd have 40 plus another 10, which would be 50, so it can't be that one either. So we're going to try to check this one right here. Let's think about this. I have 25 plus 17. Well, let's think about 25. What's 10 more than 25? It would be 35. That's right. I would have 35 when I add the 10, but then I have to add those 7 ones. So we have to go up 7. So up here I can see it on my board and go my hundreds chart and go up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would land on 42 too. Okay, so there's different ways that we can find our answers and check our work. All right, guys, so remember, you're going to flip back to the last page and you're going to do numbers 8, 9, 10, and 11 for homework, okay? All right, you guys have done an awesome job. Thank you.